And now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. This portion of the show is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. Maui Jim Sunglasses, the choice of the best captains. Shimano Rods and Reels, fish with the best. Shimano. And by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Here we go. Another great hour of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. Here's Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Mexa, and Corey Sandin.
And welcome back. Hour number 2, Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and radio network. Pete Gray here with Rock Cod Rick Mexa. We're live at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Long Beach, California for the final day of the Fred Hall Fishing Tackle Boat Show here in Long Beach. The Fred Hall experience is a really great thing, and we're having a good time, and we're giving away a great prize today.
Well, you're not kidding. If you didn't hear the beginning of the show, we are giving away such a great prize to one lucky person in this audience who steps up to the microphone and asks a question. And that is going to be, you're going to get handed a ticket to join the Fred Hall show today. So you're going to the show free of charge. And you're going to get to go in and see the Maui Jim booth. And you'll see Mike Battistoni or any of the Maui Jim crew there. And you're going to get to pick a pair of glasses from their entire inventory. 300 pairs of glasses are going to be in there. And you're going to get to pick absolutely any pair that you want of non-prescription glasses that fits you. So
that's pretty cool.
A brand new pair of Maui Jims. That is an awesome one, man.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and
cool.
In addition to that, when you come here, you're going to get a ticket, and you have a chance to win a Shimano Torium 20 reel. You have a chance to win an Anza fillet knife and flat fall jigs, AFCO clothing, and a whole bunch more.
Don's got a flat fall.
Yeah, nice. So well rewarded. So when you get here, make sure you get a ticket from the guys, and if you want to step to the mic, see Bob or Gary, and they'll take care of you, indeed. So let's go ahead and get somebody else back up here. Chuck in Long Beach, you're next up. Come on up to the mic, and thanks for coming down to the Hyatt and the Fred Hall Show.
What's up, Chuck?
Hey, guys. Thanks for coming to the town and making it possible to come out here. Just a couple comments. One, if you guys fish and you don't belong to CCA, you really need to check yourself, because I think Wayne's the hardest working man in show business. Every event you go to, wherever you look around, there's Wayne, and he's there. And he's the one that's out there fighting for us to keep fishing. Also, Bart, next year, 3/4 of a century for the show. Anything special planned for the 75 anniversary?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's okay. Yes, but I'm not going to talk about it.
That's a good call, Chuck.
But my wife's been working on this already now for about 6 months, and we're going to have a lot of, I'll tell you what we will have. We'll have a lot of memorabilia up. You're going to see a lot of old pictures.
Cool.
You'll get to see a picture of me and Roy Rogers at the Pan Pacific Auditorium, stuff like that.
That's cool.
Awesome.
That'll be fun. That'll be real fun. I can't believe 75 years next year, huh?
Neither can I.
Yeah, how about that? Huh? That's great. Carlos from Irvine, the one and only Team No Bananas. Commander-in-Chief right here. Here he comes.
Yeah. Brought bananas.
Yeah, brought bananas and some nice salmon.
What's up, buddy?
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, Bart. Thank you for putting together another great show. Really appreciate this. But I have a question for Katmai Lodge.
Sure, go ahead.
Is it mainly river fishing that you guys have?
Yeah, absolutely. We're about 13 miles up from the top of Bristol Bay.
Okay.
So there's 3 rivers that kind of feed the top of the bay, which is the Naknek, the Kwijak, and then the Alagnag Lodge. We're on the Alagnag Lodge. So when the fish come into the water, they're still bright chrome. They still have sea lice on them. They're fighting. They're still alive. Mm-hmm. As the river, there's about 63 miles long, so we have 4 lodges in 63 miles. So you can figure there's nobody, there's no competition.
Wow.
So you can, as they go by the lodge, they're still bright as they are out in the ocean. And you can pick and choose what you want. If you have a little scrape or a little net marking on them, you just throw them back and get another one.
Yeah, and all 5 species of unique. Alagnag River is very unique because it has all 5 species of Pacific salmon, and when we go there, there'll be sockeye, chum, and kings, right?
That is correct. And then you always have the trout, the grayling, the dolly vardens that come in. So when in the morning after you catch your 50th salmon, you get tired of it. You say, let's go up and catch some trout, and we offer some real leopard rope trophy trouts up there too. And
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, actually, Pete can contest to that.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Yeah, the trout fishing it's different. It's a different class. And the Alaskan rainbows they pull like amazingly hard and hard to land. The big ones. I mean, they're that tough.
And since we are, we're in the scenic river, we're in the national park, so we're in the scenic river. So all our trout fishing is barbless hooks. Oh. So you basically have to come up and really have to catch the fish. Mm-hmm. So as soon as you catch it, you got to make sure that you keep that line tight and your pole bent, or it'll pop right off.
I had more fun fishing the grayling, and then when I went back and told everybody I had the raddest day of grayling fishing, like, I thought it was the coolest fish out there, man. I mean, they're super cool looking with that big giant dorsal fin, and they eat the dry fly really good, and it's perfect skills. I wouldn't say that I'm by any means an expert level fly fisherman. They provide lots of bites, really cool fish. They flash around. I thought it was the coolest fish up there, and I was so pumped to tell everybody. They're like, "Oh, yeah, that's great. I had a 9-pound rainbow today, but good on you, good on you, kid." But I think the grayling's one of the coolest things you could do up there. It's super scenic, super fun, easy. They bite real good. They give you plenty of opportunity. If you fire into a spot where there should be one and he eats it and you miss him, you can fire right back in, and like that fish is going to continue to eat. The whole experience is so cool. I know that you're a guy like me that likes, that does mostly saltwater fishing, and this is a departure from the type of fishing I do the most of. I look forward to it more than anything else. It is so cool, and the guides are so good at, showing you what to be. Pete is an expert fly caster that is very good at doing that. I'm not, and just zero issue. I went up there with Dallas. She's the same way. None of us are big fly fishing people. And I figured, well, knowing me, like I'm going to like, spin cast fishing and things like that more, which they have. They have all that gear for you. I did the fly the whole time and loved every bit of it. It's a very unique experience for somebody that doesn't necessarily do that type of fishing by trade. Man, I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's really cool.
Fly fish or conventional fish, either one.
Yeah, I mean, it's there for you, and I assumed that I was going to rely on that the whole time, and man, not the case at all.
And you guys provide all the gear, right, too, bro?
Absolutely, and also too, it's just to practice your fly fishing. Most people say, "Oh, I don't fly fish," and it's a good way to come up and learn how to fly fish.
Totally,
because the area is so wide open that you don't have behind you don't have a bunch of trees, you don't have a bunch of bushes, so you can stand on a gravel bar like Rick was saying and sit there and cast a dry fly in the corner and pop a grayling all day long and hone in your skills. And the guides there are great to teach you.
Yeah, big time.
They'll work with you, and by the time you leave on a 7-day, you will know how to fly fish.
Yeah. That was exactly us.
Or even a 4-day. I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, you have enough time. But if you don't care to pick up a fly rod, you pick up a spin caster. You'll catch a lot of fish that way too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, Carlos, for coming down.
Thanks,
Appreciate that very much. Indeed, Arnie, you're next up. Arnie from Vista is next up. Good morning, Arnie. As he makes it his way up here.
What's up, Barney?
Appreciate that.
Good morning, everybody. First, I'd like to start off, I'd like to thank 3 people in this room right now. I'd like to thank you, Pete, for doing these remotes here at the Fred Hall Show, Long Beach. These are awesome. It's great to see everybody here. Second person I want to thank, of course, Fred Hall. You put on wonderful shows. I come to both Long Beach and Del Mar. They're awesome shows. We have a lot of fun here. We see a lot of people. And the last person I want to thank, Wayne, your leadership at CCA. I'm very happy to be a volunteer in my local chapter.
Thank you, Arnie.
Nice.
He's everywhere just like me.
Yeah, the question actually was a thank you to the Maui Gym guys. Jody has a set of Maui Gyms, and darn it, she dropped them and broke them last year. And I talked to Pete, and we said, okay, just send them in, and they'll take care of it, get it done for you. You did it at a reasonable cost, and the thing that really amazed us is how fast they came back. I think inside of a week.
We try our best to get
rad.
them back the same day, if not like within 24 hours if possible. Sometimes we just can't get a hold of you. Sometimes people don't send in their return address, or if there is a small fee, but we don't ask for anything up front.
Okay. Yeah.
It is amazing, and that's for life. When you buy a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, you drop them, you break them, you hurt them, you send them in, and for a nominal fee, they take care of you.
Even if it's totally your fault, like you say. I mean, I did this. It's nothing to do with what they produce. I dropped them and stepped on them, and you still, for very little money, you got the things back into business.
Thanks, Arnie.
Yeah.
Appreciate that very much. Okay, it's time. Get your hard hats on.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Are you ready for this?
I don't know that
Are
I'm
you
ready.
sure?
Not a week of practice.
Come on now.
Like, we normally get Dave when he's at least been settled down because he's had a week of fishing. He goes fishing. He gets the steam gets blown off. We've had a week of him practicing seminars.
Oh boy!
And yelling.
Oh, here he comes,
and screaming, and I just don't know that I'm ready for the Sunday Dave Hansen experience.
Yeah,
but today it is sponsored by Gamakatsu. Speaking of a crazy one, it's time to stock up on Gamakatsu hooks because there is a crazy deal at Fred Hall shows. Buy 2, get 1 free. You can choose from the popular Nautilus Circle hook, the brand new Nautilus HD, live bait hooks, their best-selling squid hook, that Octopus 4 Extra Strong. All of them are buy 2, get 1 free. See any of the Gamakatsu tackle dealers at the show and take advantage of that great deal. And don't forget that killer deal that Ted told us about yesterday. The first 40 people who take advantage of the buy 2, get 1 free offer and then make it to the Gamakatsu booth are going to get a free dry bag backpack from Gamakatsu.
In addition to their free hooks.
You got it, man.
Yeah, pretty good deal. Good morning, Dave.
What's up, Dave?
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
I see you brush your hair nicely today.
I did a great job. I was like, oh my goodness. Time change.
Yeah.
What is this?
Looking good.
Bart, I was talking to my dad. He was at the third one.
Yeah.
The third Fred Hall.
The third.
Yeah, the third annual.
And he's still around.
He went to the first one at the Pan Pacific, I think.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me last night. He's like, yeah, I was at the third one. So he's been around a little while. But hey, guys, if you have not been over to my seminar, 11:15 today, it's going to be something. If you've never seen it, you're going to be blown away because you will not believe what you're about to see. And this is the last day, so Bart can't kick me out of the show because the show's over. So you may want to come see this one because it's going to be insane. Because most of them are pretty insane, right? So those of you that have seen it, those of you that haven't, you're missing out on something absolutely phenomenal. And then when it's over, you'll walk up and say, Bart, that was the most insane thing I've ever seen before. But guys, as far as fishing goes, here's what happened yesterday. Those bluefin, and this is what I was telling everybody in my seminar yesterday, they had a meeting out on the Cortez Bank, and they were tired of you guys not catching them because no one came out there. So what they did is they swam all the way into the rock. Well, first of all, they swam into the whale watch grounds because they want to get in that white bag with the zipper on it with the ice because the water's way too hot, and they want to get in that bag. But no one would put them in the bag, so they swam all the way into the upper end of the Coronados, the rockfish grounds where the San Diego was, and they begged the San Diego to put them in the white bag, and they failed miserably. So tomorrow, after the show tomorrow, you need to go bluefin fishing because they want to get on the boat. They're tired of swimming around. All right? Right?
I like it, man.
Okay, because they want to ride on a boat.
They do.
Let's help them.
Yeah.
Come on, Rick.
They want to be a
If
sushi
these
roll.
guys aren't going, me, you, and Pete will go.
I'm ready.
We'll go help them. All right, so that's it. 11:15 today. It'll be the most unbelievable thing you've ever seen in your life.
And is it a family operation, Dave? Is it
If I say a bad word, every single person in the audience gets free stuff.
Wow. Okay.
No, Wayne and I want to get out. We're going to pass out stickers that say "We survived the Dave Hansen experience."
Maybe you could have a hard hat or
Yeah,
something.
we're getting
You put
hard
it
hat.
on.
With,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, that's right.
That's cool.
I love it.
Of course,
Great job, Dave.
Captain Dave reports to fishdope.com and all the information that you hear from Dave goes right to fishdope.com, as well as many, many other captains, too. $20 off a new membership to fishdope.com using the code HOOKUPNOW, lowercase, no space, HOOKUPNOW, or just go to the BD Outdoors fishdope.com booth and tell them you want to join up or renew your membership, and they'll be there and take care of you.
Totally. And Dave's got his own booth, so if you don't catch him at a seminar, you get to see
Oh,
him
yeah.
the whole day, like his own
Get a
booth.
new shirt. Do you have the shirts left?
We have a lot of shirts left.
All right,
Okay,
got
good.
Shirt, got
All
some
right.
shirts.
Selling them for a phenomenal amount of money.
All right, very good. Well, let's jump into the phones.
You
Rick.
got to. If you want to get your shot through, 833-288-0973. Let's talk to Rich. He's calling us from Bradley this morning. What's up, Rich? Thanks for joining us.
Well, good morning. When you guys first started talking about the new glass lenses, that kind of made up for the time change for me and kind of perked me up. I've got a few questions about the glass lenses. I need prescription, and I'm wondering if the different configurations of lenses, colors, and mirrored lenses and all that are available in glass, and what are the hoops that I need to jump through if I'm out of the area and I want to get them fitted properly. I'm up in Central California, so I hope
That's a
maybe you
great
can fill
question.
me in with the details about the glass lenses, because I think that's really a game changer.
That's a great question. Unfortunately, glass lens is not available in prescription. We used to do it It was a very small part of our prescription business, but also because of breakage. I mean, that is a lens that can break, and to be honest, we hated making a very expensive pair of glasses, and if they broke, you route that. And so we've come up with some plastic lenses that, like I said, the Maui Brilliant is a very good plastic lens. It's as close to glass as you can get, and that's available. I think we offer 3 different plastic price point for prescriptions. And then all of our 7 lens colors are available in prescription except the Maui Green, the green mirror. It's a new color, and we usually take a while to test it before we make it in prescription. But and just to go, you just need to find an authorized Maui Jim optometrist dealer, which you can go to our website. All our dealers are listed on there. Put your zip code in, up will come. They're everywhere. It's all the same price, and you can take your prescription in there. You don't have to get fitted there, and then they will fit you, dispense you, and they'll order them from our lab in Peoria, Illinois, and then they'll be sent back to you.
So how do you decide which lens to get for prescription? I mean, you do want the top of the line you said is the Maui Brilliant. What's the advantage of that one?
Scratch resistance and optically the clearest.
Yeah, as close to glass as possible.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's called Abbey value, which is just it's above everybody, so we don't really talk about it. But on the optical side, the optician probably could explain that to you. It's the clearest plastic lens and best quality.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Very good. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Appreciate that very much. Robert is here at the Hyatt at our live broadcast. Robert from Fullerton, you're next up. Thanks for joining us here, and appreciate you coming down to the show.
Robert.
And hopefully have you won a prize yet?
I have not.
Okay, there's more
I have
coming.
Been here before the show started.
There's more coming.
My wife woke me up, and I thought I was having breakfast.
Ah,
going to the show.
Like going to the show. Excellent.
On the lodge, a question. I don't sit around too good. You know, I got to stay busy. And you say you can't go out and sightsee. So how many hours do you typically fish a day? And
well, normally,
what do you do after?
Normally, and Pete Rick can vouch for this, is you start your morning off, usually the restaurant opens at 6, and then you're usually there at 6:37, depending on when you want to get up. That one nice thing about it is you don't have to get up when you want to. You're not going out with a group. So when you head out, you're heading out with your guide and the other person that's brought you, that you coming up with. Usually,
so 2 people per boat.
2 people per boat. So you call your own shots. But after a long day from, say, 7 to 5 in the afternoon and catching all the fish, you're going to want to not go do anything else.
Right.
You're going to want to come have a couple cocktails in the main lodge. We have dinner at 7. By the time your 7 o'clock's done, and you got to remember too that it doesn't get dark up there. So at midnight, it's still light. So you can go out in front of the lodge and cast a line. Catch them right there in front of the lodge.
Have a cigar.
Have a cigar, exactly. Another glass of wine. Or,
watch the moose across the way.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And then you can. All you have to do is say, "Hey, I want to go on a walk down the runway." It's pretty scenic down at the far end, but a guide will go with you.
Okay.
We're not just going to let people walk around out there because there's bears.
Right. Yeah. Bring your binoculars too, because there's some amazing sights just standing at the lodge. Because the lodges, how long is because the lodge extends. It's not just one building. It extends. It's probably a quarter mile.
Right. We got 165 acres, something like that. So
yeah.
It's a lot of.
It's big. So there's places you can walk and see and.
Right.
And think
in the wildlife, I mean, it's just every time you turn around, we have porcupines, otters, beavers, everything's around there. So those things are running around. Foxes, we got a couple of foxes that live in camp too now. It's been really good with our vole population. We have little voles. They look like little hamsters, and we kind of want to keep them around because that part they solved the problem.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thank you. And the other thing too is Bob not only is the general manager of Katmai Lodge, he's also the pilot for the float plane too. So that's another option. Not only can you go in a boat, but you can also fly. Bob will fly you and land on these remote lakes.
We do flyouts. We offer that with the package, and it's something you don't have to fly out, but if you do want that extra experience,
it's an amazing experience.
It is amazing to do.
Yeah, go up in some of the most famous trout waters in the world, the Moraine, the American, where you'd have a chance to catch a 30-inch inch trout at your footsteps too.
Absolutely.
It's an amazing experience.
There's a photo that Bob took from, was it Brooks Falls?
Brooks Falls. That's another option that we have. Brooks Falls is what you see on National Geographic. You always see the famous bear picture where it's catching the salmon as they're jumping up the falls. And if you swing by the booth, you'll be able to see it. There's just in the one picture itself, I was 17 bears.
Wow!
And on the left or right of it, there were more, but I just couldn't fit them in the lens.
And that's every day during the season.
Yeah, that's during the season.
Yeah, for sure. It's there's nothing like it.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, when we come back, we got another full half hour coming your way. More phone calls, more stand-ups, and a lot of good time. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. This is Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and network.
At Olokai, we handcraft Hawaiian-inspired footwear, finding inspiration in Hawaiian culture and craftsmanship. Fishing is at the heart of the Hawaiian culture today, just as it's been for centuries. Generations of fishermen and women cast inshore and offshore in search of the next big catch. No matter how they do it, there's attention to detail and respect for the ocean that guides their passion. At Olokai, they believe in the same attention to detail when crafting the highest quality shoes and sandals. Olakai's water-friendly Noheamoku slip-on shoe features razor sipping with non-marking rubber for extra grip on the deck, the dock, or the rocks, and it's designed for easy on-off barefoot wear. And when it comes to sandals that perform, Olakai's new Ulele provides the comfort and durability of a sneaker for those long days on the boat or shore. Whether you're loading up the boat, shoreline fishing from the rocks, or scoping out the best place to set up on the beach, Olakai takes you further. Shop or find your local retailer at olakai.com.
This is Greg Stotesbury from AFCO. For more than 58 years, the American Fishing Tackle Company has been recognized as the premier manufacturer of precision-built offshore fishing tackle. AFCO continues this tradition today with an innovative technical fishing clothing line designed and built by fishermen for fishermen. From our next-generation waterproof shorts like Tactical or Stealth to our new anhydrous waterproof jacket and bibs, the entire AFCO clothing line is purpose-built with the latest AFTEC fabrics and features designed to deliver for the demanding angler. To find AFCO products, go to afco.com and find a dealer near you.
It's Fred Hall show time, and Fisherman's Landing Tackle has the best selection and the hottest deals in the show. Hi, this is Doug Kern. The huge Fisherman's Landing Tackle booth is a must visit, and the deals will be unmatched. Accurate reels are an important part of any angler's quiver, and we will have a massive selection of Accurate at the show, including the hot new turn Star Drag reel. So have the Fisherman's Landing Tackle crew help you select the perfect Accurate reel. Come visit the most spectacular booth in our history. Fisherman's Landing Tackle, a must-see at this year's Fred Hall Show.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know: CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
A top fleet and superb fishing is what Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, it's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, El Gato Dos, Pride, Tribute, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. We're live here at the Hyatt Regency in beautiful Long Beach, getting ready for the final day of the big show,
this
dude.
is it, man. And winding down here in our final half hour of Let's Talk Hookup, our live broadcast. Want to thank the Halls, Bart, and management for arranging this great venue, and thanks to the personnel here at the Hyatt for allowing us to do this in the beautiful Sea View Rotunda here. Great broadcast location, Bart.
Yes, it is, Pete. I just think this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I look forward to this every year.
Yeah, it's
much fun.
It's a great show, and we want to thank all of you out there in the audience that took time to get up early this morning and come down and hang out with us. It's really great, and of course, want to thank our booth staff here that works the long hours. Dr. Bob Blum, the Iron Man Gary White, Roger came down all the way from Oregon, and thanks to him and thanks to Dave for all their hard work and helping us out in the booth there. And speaking of the booth, like I said, I've been in big trouble with Iron Man Gary White, who's our booth manager. If I didn't mention that we do still have a few, not many, but a few of those AFCO shirts left in the booth. They're long sleeve performance shirts, the Samurai 2, the latest thing from AFCO with the Let's Talk Hookup logo on it. We have a few of those. Of course, we have our Let's Talk Hookup hats and our Let's Talk Hookup t-shirts, the original logo, and then, of course, the Wahoo logo, too. So we still have those available in the booth in limited quantity, so come on by and say hi to the guys and grab up your Let's Talk Hookup swag, for sure.
No doubt, man.
All right. Let's go ahead and jump to the phones, Rick.
You got it. Well, we got the phones packed up. If you want to jump through, 833-288-0973. Let's talk to Mike. He's calling us from San Diego. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
Great. Mike.
Good, good. I was just wondering, how's the local kelp, in your opinion, with all the warm water we've had in the last few years, and how's it going to affect the fishing this summer?
You know, we fished bass a couple of weeks ago in Point Loma, and I know it's a very sample size, but the kelp was super healthy and it was in really good shape. And I think that, we had I would just call our water temperature. I mean, Pete spends a lot more time in the water than I in the off season with surfing and whatnot. But I would say our average, water temperature was a little cooler. It seemed like more. I wouldn't say cooler is the right word, but back to normal. Which is
couple
very,
degrees. No, I like Point Loma the other day was like 58 and a half, 58.
Which is very healthy for kelp production. In that off season. Like that's what you want. Cooler water grows better and stronger. So I would think that that would bode for nothing but good things coming forward this year.
As it warms up too, those calicos are going to get hungry.
Yeah, lots of bait around. I mean, the bait was very prolific this year, so
maybe we'll even get squid this year and get a sea bass bite locally, huh?
Sounds good to me, but I missed that. I missed that for sure.
It could happen. For sure. Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Appreciate that. Rosalie from Hookup Valley is here. She has a question. Thanks for coming down to the Hyatt this morning and the Fred Hall Show, and excellent day to be at the show today. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Great show. Thank you again, Bart, for putting on a great show. We're here every year, and we love it every year. Well, my question today is for Maui Jim. And I've been shopping at Costco lately, and I noticed a very nice selection of Maui Jims. Can you tell us about which styles are selected to go over to Costco?
If they're there, they didn't sell.
Okay. Good answer.
I hate to tell you that. They're a good price, but that is our, we have an agreement with them. As you know, Costco can probably get anything they want. And so luckily our owner got to them very early on and said, we have an agreement, don't touch our product, and we will offer you anything that is discontinued that we have quantity of. So if it's there, it didn't sell, and so we round it all up from all of our dealers and our distribution centers around the world, and we ship it there, and it's gone pretty quickly at a really good price. But a lot of people do get their first pair there because of the price point. But
and it's not that they're bad glasses. It's just like this particular style wasn't as popular as some of the other Maui Jim styles.
Exactly.
Right, Mike?
Yeah, style just didn't work. Maybe the color didn't work, or it's run its course. But usually it's styles. If it runs its course, usually it's phased out, but discontinued usually because they take a good quantity. I mean, to ship Costco, but that's what it is.
Yeah, there you go. All right, thanks for coming down. Appreciate that very much. All right, next up, Hannah. Thanks for coming down. Nice to see the ladies down here today at the Fred Hall Show.
Well, good morning.
Hi,
my
Hannah.
question is for Wayne. So for kids programs, what is your involvement for? Because I'm a babysitter, and I'd love to be an awesome babysitter.
So great question. What we do, we work with all of the fishing clubs up and down California, and we try to help with all of their programs. We're also working with the Captain Rollo's Kids at Sea program to try to put events together. Each chapter, each local chapter, if they have the volunteers and the time, we'll try to put a kids trip together. So we're always working with other people and, within our own groups to put trips together. And if we can, great. If we can just support those, even better. When we go down today at the docks, we're going to help with those grow-out pens not the grow-out pens, the mackerel pens to take the kids fishing. We're going to help with those this year. So we're always looking for opportunities.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Great. Thanks a lot for coming down, Hannah. Appreciate that. Ralph in Lakewood. You're next up, Ralph. Thanks for coming down and being down here for our Let's Talk Hookup Live broadcast here.
Thanks for having me. I came down with everybody's best fishing buddy, Cliff from Lakewood.
Ah, very good.
I had a comment and a question for Wayne. Last year, Cliff and I participated and had a great time at an event you hosted called the Charter Challenge, where San Diego, LA, and Orange County chapters all each got a boat, went over to San Clemente Island for a day and had a contest. Cliff and I were on the winning boat, the True Line, for the LA chapter.
And he's sporting the winner's T-shirts.
Do you plan to do that fundraiser again this year, and do you have any dates?
We are. What we're doing is we now have the inland chapter in Riverside, and they want to participate in it. So now it's 4 chapters, LA, Orange County, San Diego, and the Inland Empire.
Cool.
There are 4 different boats.
Wow.
They will all launch out of their respective ports. So LA, Orange County, San Diego. The Inland Empire is taking over the Tomahawk. And then the other, all the boats go out together. Now, we last year wanted to keep this whole thing fair. So we said, okay, everybody fish the same zone, but fish swim. And so that limitation, you want to go out and catch the most fish. And that limitation, when the fish took off, they weren't all around San Clemente. So this year I said, just keep it in the U.S. waters. Go fish where the fish are at, and the largest fish in the biggest bag will win. So we have it, and then we didn't want to leave out Santa Barbara and the Channel Islands group. But their fishing is different up there. They're more of the rockfish species. So we're going to have a separate charter challenge for those guys. And as we grow north into Avila, Morro Bay, and going north, they'll be included in the rockfish species charter challenge. Fantastic. So this year it's in August. We have dates. We have the flyer in the booth already. The 4 boats are already chartered. And we are online. Go to our website, and you can actually go online and reserve a spot now.
And these are all day-and-a-half trips, right?
They're all day-and-a-half trips.
Yeah, and so just go online. What's the website, Wayne?
ccacalifornia.org.
Okay, very good. All right, thanks for coming down. Appreciate that, and bringing Cliff, too. Legendary Cliff from Lakewood.
The man.
There. Yeah, for sure. Let's go ahead and jump at the phones, Rick.
You got it. This time we're going to talk to John. John's calling us from Mission Bay this morning. What's up, John? Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, guys. Awesome show as always. My question is for about Maui gyms. The polarized lenses don't work real good I'm a pilot, and it doesn't work good in the cockpit. Is there any options that are non-polarized for that purpose?
Unfortunately, it's part of our trademark patent that all of our sunglasses are polarized +2 technology. We do now have ophthalmic line of glasses of clear lenses with some different options, but they're not sunglasses, and they wouldn't be polarized. But yeah, that is one field that polarized is not good for. But a lot of pilots do wear our glasses, including, why am I blank? Wicked Tuna, Dave Carrera, he wears our glasses. He just doesn't wear them flying, but when he gets off the plane, he wears them, of course, fishing. But
and the advantage on the water of polarized lenses is what, Mike?
Eliminates glare, does the squinting for you, and you can see into the, eliminates that glare on the surface, and you can see into the water.
What? I'm just so curious. What is it? I mean, Bob, you might be a good answer, or Mike. Yeah, what is it about that makes them not good for flying?
Yeah, most cockpit, the windshield is super thick, and somehow you probably know more about it. When you look at it, you get this blurry vision of what is coming up as the runway's coming close to you. It's I don't know exactly what's causing it. I'm sure Mike knows more, but it's mostly in the thick windshields.
Okay. That or the windshields. Even some cars now, they've polarized windshields, and you'll see if you're looking through our glasses or polar glass, you'll see some checkering. Yeah. And that's the same thing on or the instrument panel. Is a problem.
Interesting.
Even with electronics, older electronics, gray line electronics, you couldn't see with polarized glasses, but that's changed. And
yeah, it's mostly LED now or LCDs, but the windshield, it does get this little checkered pattern, and you just kind of live with it because it is nice having the polarized lens.
Yeah, no doubt. And what is polarized +2?
It's our own technology. I mean, anybody you can get polarized glasses for as little as $10, I think, and there's no trademark or patent on that, but it's our own technology. It's not new. We just finally started advertising it. It's our own. It's unique. As we say, your eyes can really only see 3 colors: red, blue, and green, and all the other colors are variances of that. And we have a color enhancer that enhances all 3 of those, and no one else has that. That's part of that technology, and also that white-based polarizing film. So our whites are white; they're not kind of an off color. But that's our technology.
All right. Thanks a lot for the call this morning, Bob. I have a question. Being the pilot that you are in that amazing plane, describe your plane. Your plane is it's a pretty new model, right?
Well, actually, it was made in the military. It was way back in the war days. De Havilland, which was a Canadian company, went against a contract against Boeing. And so what it was a short field, high lift, slow airplane to be able to bring in troops, land there, unload them, or actually the opposite, bring in supplies. So all the seats within, and both you guys have been in it. They basically like retract into the walls of the plane. So now you just have a big F-350 pickup truck that you can load, fly into really short fields, land, unload the cargo, and then put the seats back down and haul 11 people out.
Yeah, and you have the de Havilland Otter.
It's the Otter.
There's two models: the Beaver, which is a smaller model.
Otter.
You have the big one.
Yeah, they're all named after stuff that floats and swims.
But that plane was originally built in like the 40s, right?
Yeah, 50s, early 50s.
Early 50s.
Yeah, early 50s.
But they are the workhorse of Alaska.
They are the workhorse because what in the past, what the airplane they had was an old radial engine on there, and what we've done is taken the engine off and modified it with a turboprop, with basically a jet engine that is running a prop. So it's the same as the jet engine that you're flying in the at the airport, LAX or so, Orange County. But what this one does, it just turns the prop. And so, which then is a whole lighter airplane, a lot more power, and the reliability is a jet engine reliability, which is fantastic.
And you can load that thing heavy. You were saying
very heavy.
Like you can really put a lot of stuff in there and get up real fast and get get stopped.
Your payload jumps up to like 2,400 pounds, which is a lot.
Wow.
For airplane talk.
Yeah, that's amazing. And what's amazing too is how fast you can lift off. How much runway do you need for that?
Not much.
Yeah, not much at all.
It all depends on the weight, obviously.
Yeah.
But we can land in very short lakes, ponds, because it does have reverse. And so as soon as you hit the water, most of you guys know how to boat, and the boating, as soon as you pull the throttle off, the boats stop relatively fast in the length of time. Well, if you had a reverse on your boat, that's how quick we can stop it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And if you go to Katmai Lodge, definitely take a day to go do a fly out with Bob, because it is an incredible experience.
The flying is so cool too, like just the scenery, because we're just, we're all conditioned the same way. You're just not used to seeing nothing. And I mean, and it's not nothing like at home where you might see mountains and things like that. You're flying over the tundra, and it's just flat ground, and the trees are very, they're like stunted almost. They
don't grow very big there because of this. It's so cold, their root structure can't get down and hold themselves to the ground
because of the permafrost.
Because of
right?
the permafrost, yeah. And so what happens is if they grow tall and then there's a little bit of rain that gets on them and freezes, then the wind comes and just knocks them over. So they have adapted to be like a dwarf tree, I guess.
It's just it's such unique landscape up there, and there's lots of it.
Yeah.
There's not lots of anything else. There's no
lots.
roads, there's no cars, there's no people, just fish and wildlife, and a really cool.
And being
lodge.
that it's so remote in that area, you never have to really get very high. So the maximum altitude is like 1,000 feet, which is basically nothing.
Yeah. And I might add, too, remote Alaska lodges are not cheap. Nothing in Alaska is cheap. Alaska's an expensive experience. But Katmai Lodge makes this remote experience that would normally cost $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 way more affordable for people. Like our package in July is 4 nights lodging and all your meals and 4 days of fishing, and it's less than $4,000. Right?
That's absolutely right.
Pretty amazing, yeah. And you have a special, a Fred Hall show special that's a 7-night package that's normally, what is it? It's $7,000 for $54.25.
$54.25,
right?
For this
for 7 days.
Yeah, for 7 days this year, and then you could always stop by the booth or call the girls at the office.
That's pretty cool, indeed. All right, let's bring up Wayne from Huntington Beach. Wayne. Thanks for coming down to the Hyatt. Wayne's stepping up to the mic. And
Wayne?
Want to thank our friend Rick Cutler from RC Productions for doing a fantastic job. Let's give him a big hand
good job, Rick.
for being here and helping us out and getting here early and making sure we stay on the air.
Hi, guys. Great show, great panel. Can't wait to get up to Katmai.
Great.
If you're sitting at the lodge and your day's finished, you're done fishing, you've already been fed like crazy, do you have a place where you could just go relax and enjoy a beverage out over on the docks? And
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have multiple. Some of our cottages, I guess you would call them, have a view. One of our best ones we call it Upper Brownberry. You sit up on top and you have like a picnic style type bench, smoke a cigar, look over the view. You can't fish out of that one, but you can definitely go down the docks and fish.
Yeah, but there's plenty of places to hang out after dinner and watch the wildlife and see the river flowing and the scenery and stuff. It's certainly a highlight for sure. And then they have a beautiful lodge where they serve hors d'oeuvres and cocktails and such like that you can actually have a nice view too. So.
The room that Dal and I were in has a balcony, and we saw, on two different occasions, you could see moose, walking along the riverbank and then get in the river and walking around. I mean, it was exactly that, because it stays light out virtually all the time. So after dinner, it's like a permanent twilight, but you can see all the way down the river and you can see all the wildlife get out. You see bears walking across. I mean, that was just from our room. You're seeing it. It's so cool, Wayne.
Right on.
Right about 10 o'clock at night, it looks like this while we're looking out.
Yeah.
And it's 10 o'clock at night.
Pretty wild. Yeah,
Cool.
Indeed. Thanks for coming down to the Hyatt, and thanks for coming down to the Fred Hall Show.
All right.
Let's jump back in the phone.
You got it, buddy. How about we talk to Chuck? Chuck's calling us from Dana Point this morning. What's up, Chuck? Welcome to the show.
Hey, you guys. Great show as always. I'm waiting for Delmar, so I'll see you down there. Now, I think you need to make a sign, don't pet the bears or something up there. I don't know. There's no bear tour. What's the attendance there, Bart? Do you guys ever keep track of that number? Long Beach pull in 100,000 people. What's the number of attendance?
Well, here you go. Now, this is
the age-old question.
Yeah, people call all the time, and they call different people in the office, and they say, "Hold a minute, please," and they get Bart. And here's the answer: we do not give out attendance figures, and the reason why is my dad started this show in 1946. The next year, a guy started another one in San Francisco, and we published our exact attendance figures. And the guy up there published he had more. But my dad had gone to that show, and he saw it. He said, there wasn't more people there than what we had. So he asked the exhibitors, which show did you do better at? Well, we did better at yours. So that was the last time we gave out attendance figures. We are, however, the largest event at the convention center. This is the largest consumer sport fishing show in the world. We use all available parking in the city of Long Beach, as I'm sure many of you are aware. That's the most difficult part of going to the show is parking. We use the Aquarium of the Pacific, the Pike, all the hotels around here. And down in San Diego, we're the largest consumer show of any kind in San Diego County and the largest event at the fairgrounds other than the fair. So that's all we say. We don't get into the numbers. There's a lot of people, and it's a lot of fun because we're all fishermen.
That's right.
Well said.
Thanks a lot for the call this morning. Jerry from Garden Grove, just about a minute left. Jerry, I have a quick question for our panel here.
Yes, good morning, guys.
What's up, Jerry?
I'm a big supporter of CCA and Maui's, of course, but I'm taking my boy September 20th on a Tony Reyes trip, and I'm just wondering the new Shimano Speedmaster 12 and 16, if their gear ratio's high enough to be able to yo-yo for yellows down there.
They are, yeah. I would say it is. It's the identical gear ratio to what you already find in Italica. It's a fairly tall spool. It would definitely be a good choice for it. A single-speed Star Drag is going to be faster if gear ratio was the only thing, but you'll also have the advantage of having a two-speed, and then you could also dropper loop grouper fish with it, things like that. It'd be a good choice.
Indeed. How's your boy enjoying his honeymoon?
He's in Cancun.
All right.
It'd be weird not seeing him.
Of course, Jerry's son works for AFCO, and he does a great job. And he kind of grew up with Let's Talk Hookup here and did a great job when he was on the show.
He did a fantastic job. The AFCO booth is directly across from us, and it's very weird not having Maddie there. And we're all enjoying giving the higher ups a hard time about how Maddie outsold all of them. When he was there. So he's missed, but they're doing a great job.
Yeah, for sure.
Matt told me he was going to miss because he was going going on vacation, and then he said he's getting married. I said, Matt, the thing is if you're going on vacation, you're getting married, it's called a honeymoon.
Exactly. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including finding out who's got themselves a brand new pair of Maui gyms. You stay tuned. More Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the Let's Talk Hookup app and network.
It's Yamaha's Reliable Choice sales event. From January 1st to March 31st, power up with the choice of additional warranty protection or up to $1,500 in dealer credit on eligible select new 2.5 to 350 horsepower 4-strokes. For details, visit YamahaOutboards.com or your Yamaha Outboards dealer today. Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Offer ends March 31st, 2020. Subject to change. Other restrictions and conditions apply. Select models excluded. See authorized participating Yamaha outboard dealers for details. Cannot be used with any other Yamaha offer.
The state-of-the-art long-range sport fishing vessel, the Independence, delivers the top quality, comfort, and fishability you look for in a long-range boat. Veteran captains Mark Paisano and Paul Strasser built this incredible 112-foot vessel with the most modern technology and luxurious comfort available. With a top-notch crew and amenities, once you go on the Independence, you'll be back. Call Independent Sport Fishing at 619-226-6006 or check independentsportfishing.com.
This is Captain Mark Rayer for Genren Sport Fishing. Located on the Sea of Cortez, we will show you a fishing experience that will exceed your expectations. Genren boats are outfitted with all accurate reels from the smallest Valiant 300 to the beefy ATDs. Simrad electronics, Fraser gyro binoculars, and crews with a passion to fish is just part of what makes us number one. Also, Cabo Yachts Vaquera has a Seakeeper for your comfort. For 2 live webcams and up-to-date fish report, accommodation packages, check out TeamGenren.com. We pick up at Rancho Leonero and all East Cape locations. So let's go fishing.
It's Fred Hall show time, and Fisherman's Landing Tackle has the best selection and the hottest deals in the show. If it's accurate reels you're after, Fisherman's Landing Tackle has the largest selection in the show. Plus, we will fill your accurate reel with free Spectra when you buy one in our booth. That's accurate and Fisherman's Landing Tackle. Fisherman's Landing has been the choice of sport fishing anglers for decades, with the largest fleet of long-range boats worldwide, complemented by Southern California's finest charter and open party fleet. Now is the time to book your long-range trips and charters, plus half-day trips aboard the Dolphin. Go to fishermanslanding.com and see trip availability, and even book your trip online. Stop by or call Fisherman's Landing in San Diego and book now at fishermanslanding.com.
Let's Talk Hookup here, having a great time at the Long Beach show. Okay, it's time. The person who is going to get any pair of Maui gyms available at that fantastic Dana Landing booth inside the Fred Hall show. Big winner is Carlos from Irvine. Carlos, congratulations.
Hey, Carlos.
You have yourself a brand new pair of Maui gyms. Your choice.
Yeah,
Very
and
cool,
a ticket
Mike.
to the show today.
Yeah, right. You're getting in for
select
free.
them out. Yeah. Fantastic. And, of course, Maui Mikey, thank you for taking the time. A lot of great questions, and what a great product.
That's so good.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
And we appreciate all your sponsorship of the Let's Talk Hookup show. We are very honored to represent Maui Gym Sunglasses, certainly the finest available. If somebody wants a pair, come to the show, right?
Yep, come to the show. Exactly,
Yeah.
right.
Dana Landing booth,
yep.
right? You have over 300 pair to select from?
Exactly, yep. A couple new styles with that Maui green mirror like you guys like, and the Maui readers.
And several experts, including yourself, to help you select the right one.
Yep.
Okay. And, of course, if not, just go to your local retailer or MauiGym.com.
Exactly.
Okay. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that.
Mike.
And Bob, thank you very much. Katmai Lodge, what a wonderful place. You guys will be in your booth all day today, right?
Yes, that's absolutely right. We're right across from the Turner's booth. Easy to find us. Just look for the Bears.
You just look for the Bears, yeah. And you have that show special going on today, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And will you guys be at Del Mar too?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So you'll be at Del Mar too. For those of you in San Diego and didn't come up here, you'll see Katmai. And we're looking forward to our trip. Of course, our trip this year is sold out, but we're looking forward to our 2021 trip. If you want to get in on that, like I say, we just announced it today, and it's already half sold out. So the trip, it's in July, and just go by the Katmai booth, and they'll fill you in and get you signed up.
Yeah, they can just or call the office and just mention Rick and Pete's name, and Let's Talk Hookup, and the girls will set you up on the price.
On the right deal, yeah. Which is our price is like $700 or $800 off the regular price. Which
so
is
cool, buddy.
Very nice,
We're
you guys,
excited.
to do that. We appreciate that very much. Katmai.com for all the information you want to see this great lodge. Wayne Cotto, CCA. Thank you very much for all your hard work, and of course, the big special going on today is.
The show promotion, got to go out front, big $50 special, get in the show for free, and you get to enter into the hourly drawing as well as the $1,000 Costa Rica trip that we will pull the 5th one tonight.
Wow.
Whoa,
That's so cool.
Wow. And so the deal is you get in the show for free, you get the specials like Dr. Bob Lund won like a $300 cooler the other day and several more, right?
The best part is that somebody else from the Let's Talk Hookup team had won before him but did not come by the booth to check his number. Bob came by and he pulled the $300 HD cooler, and the next guy had to take the $200, unfortunately, right? The $200 backpack.
Yeah, so there's lots of prizes available for sure. Bart Hall, great show. Looking forward to it. Give us a rundown.
Well, one more thing. Remember, the extreme environmentalists told us that the bluefin were endangered and we shouldn't be catching any of them. We should get 0. It was CCA that allowed us to catch 2.
Yes.
So none of us would be catching bluefin if it wasn't for CCA.
There's no doubt about it, for sure.
Anyway, we open today at 10. We close at 7. It's going to be a great day. Lots of seminars, lots of stuff. Come on out and see us. This is the last day of the 74th annual Fred Hall Show.
Yeah, indeed. So come on down and see us for sure. You definitely want to do that. And come join us at our Let's Talk. Again, thanks to all the support staff that helped us out here, Rick from RC Productions. And thank you for coming today, too. We very much appreciate your attendance. Next Saturday, Captain Renee and Paul from the Shogun will be back in the studio with us. And then next Sunday, the one and only Captain Ryan Bastian from the San Diego will be with us. Thanks for listening today. Thanks to Brian and Adam back in the 97.3 The Fan studio. And we'll see you next week right back here on the Let's Talk Hookup app and radio network.